Alright guys, so now we are in the next part of the program, and this part is actually advertising with TikTok. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is the part of the program where you actually have to put in a lot of work and a lot of effort. You have to be consistent, determined, and you can't just play around with this. This is basically something that you are going to be using for a very long time. So basically, one of the main reasons why we are going to be using TikTok is because we can advertise our products for free and you can get thousands of views, and then those people can end up going to your store and buying your products. So basically, TikTok is like a free advertising platform. And the reason I like TikTok a lot more than using like Facebook is because it's free and it's also so much easier to use. And so that's why you are going to be taking advantage of TikTok. And as you can see, my TikTok is doing really well. And I also have a TikTok page for my business that has over 200,000 followers as well. I think I started it off about 5 months ago and it's already grown to 200,000 followers. About 30 to 45% of my sales are coming from TikTok for free. And unfortunately, I can't show you my TikTok page because I can't risk someone copying it, but I am going to show you exactly what you should do and examples of people doing the same thing. Alright guys, so here is an example of a successful business on TikTok. Her is CEO Liv. And she is actually the owner of this brand called DBL Jewelry, and I'm going to show you guys it right now. This is her store, and she basically sells like jewelry and stuff like that, and her business is doing really well. And a lot of her advertising comes just from TikTok, and as you can see, she gets a lot of views, so some of her videos get over 1 million views, 300,000 views, 500,000 views, so she's doing really well on TikTok. Now, if you want to be successful and have a long-term brand, you want to build something exactly like this. Now, the reason I'm encouraging you to do something like this is because first, it's free, second, it's very easy to do, and anyone can literally blow up on TikTok. Like, I always see pages with like less than like 30 followers that sometimes get like 100,000 views on some of their videos. And so if you really are determined and you want this, you can definitely grow your TikTok page just like this. Now, there's a couple of things I also want to say. So if you aren't someone who wants to show your face in your videos, that's understandable as well. There is a lot of businesses that actually don't show their face. But if you did want to be a part of the brand and also show your face and talk about it and stuff like that, just like she's doing, then you probably are going to be a little more successful as well. But there are other businesses on TikTok that don't show their face, and I'm going to show you an example of this. Alright, so here is an example of a successful business, and this person does not show their face at all. So basically, you would just have to show the products and get creative with it. Now let's take a look at one of her successful videos and see why it did so well. So this one right here has over 300,000 views. Okay, that's definitely cool. So I see why that did so well because it is her kind of customizing it and showing it. So her products also do look customized, which probably is why her videos also do very well. Now, yours are not going to be customized unless you decide to do something like that, because there is a lot of like lip gloss brands on TikTok and they customize stuff. But if you were creative and you ever did want to customize stuff, then you could probably look into something like that. Alright, so you're probably wondering now, how am I going to do this? How is it going to work? What's going to happen? Okay, so first things first, let's go back to our store. So I'm on my store now, and so if I want to create content with these products, I'm going to have to order them and start creating content. Now this is where you have to get creative and try to figure out what you want to do with the content. And like I told you guys in the beginning, you want to try to find a product that you can create viral content with. That's very important. That way you can go viral on TikTok, Instagram, and all the other platforms I'm going to show you. So basically, once I would order these and I would get them to my house, that's when I would start posting TikToks. So yes, you are going to have to buy your products. So basically just go and order them on your store as a customer would, and then go ahead and fulfill it on Zendrop. And by the way, I saw most of these products on TikTok with the Amazon Find hashtag, which means they have the potential to go viral as well. Alright, so once you do order your products, they come in, now it's time for you to start creating content on TikTok. So let's go back and look at some of the businesses to see what you have to do. Alright, so I will say that was actually pretty cool. Basically what she was doing is she was showing that her jewelry does not tarnish and that it's good quality. And she was basically just showing her jewelry in action. And so that's something you want to do with your products as well. And I just want to say that creating the content on your TikTok is definitely going to be the hardest part. But remember this, everyone starts with 0 followers. I started with 0 followers, and so you just have to take your time and honestly post consistently and don't give up. So trust me when I say this, just be patient and I promise you are going to start getting followers. But honestly, just have fun with TikTok. I post random stuff on my TikTok page all the time. But honestly, every business is on TikTok and literally anyone can start on TikTok. Alright, so before I get into more details about TikTok and how you're going to create the content and all that good stuff, first I want to create the TikTok page with you and show you what you're supposed to do. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how to set up the TikTok page. So first, just upload your favicon here, so basically the photo. Alright, so I have my photo uploaded. Now click those 3 dots in the top right, then click on manage account, then click on switch to pro account, then put whatever you want here. I'm just going to say brand, and edit profile. Alright, so here you can add all your links. So you can add your website, your Instagram, everything else, your email. So I'm going to go ahead and add all of that. And then link your Instagram. And then also for your bio, just put the same thing that you have on your Instagram. Alright guys, so I finally set up my TikTok page. I have the link to my store, the email, the description, the profile picture, and my Instagram is in the bio. So that's all good. Alright, now is the fun part. You actually have to create content. So for example, if you do want to show your face and you're happy with creating a personal brand with your business, then I think you should take her approach with the business and show yourself, talk about your business and all that stuff. And I see a bunch of people doing that on TikTok all the time. Like basically they'll say that they're a small business and that if you support them, it really helps. So you can do something like that. But if you don't want to show your face, then you can kind of just create content with the products like this. So I'm going to give you some examples of other pages as well on TikTok that are doing really well. Alright guys, so what I basically did is I followed some small businesses on this account, which is Kitchen Must-Haves. So you can go on this TikTok account and look at what I follow. And I want to show you an example of a really good business on TikTok that is dropshipping and they're doing really well. So the page is called Zen Bodies. So this product is actually from AliExpress. I've seen it before, I've heard about them dropshipping it, and I want to take a look through their profile and show you basically what they're doing because honestly they're doing really well. So let's take a look at their very recent video and see what it's like. Alright, so as you can see, that was a really good video, and they even have influencers now that they pay to also advertise their products. Now, don't worry about influencers in the beginning. You're brand new. You don't really want to worry about that. Now, let's go to the next video and see what they're up to. Alright, so as you can see, what they've done is they get other influencers on TikTok to post this, and then basically they will pay them for it, and then after they can repost it on their page as well. Now, should you do that in the beginning? So yes, you can do that. However, I'd rather you try to actually organically grow your own TikTok page, because if you can do that, then you'll get an unlimited amount of sales forever. And that's what I do. So I don't actually pay any influencers. I just post my own videos, and that's how I can save a lot of money. And I just came across another brand as well that I want to show you guys. And as you can see, they actually just started recently, and their videos didn't really do well in the beginning, but one video got over 500,000 views, and let's see why it did so well. Alright, so I'm going to tell you guys right now that video is actually a really good video to make with your products. Just like following trends and doing stuff like this is going to help your business grow a lot. And here is another dropshipping brand on TikTok. So I actually used to sell this product. It's like a facial steamer, and they literally are actually doing pretty well. Like they're getting like over 10,000 views on each video. And there was one video that really blew up for them. It was the one with 1.8 million views. Now, I will say this product is always going to be in demand, and I will say a lot of people are selling it, but that doesn't mean that you can't sell it too, because if there's demand for the product, then it's going to do well. And last person I want to show you is this Audacity Cosmetics. Now, she's doing really well. She's not actually drop shipping, but she's selling like lip glosses and stuff like that. And also what I recommend you do is just search up small business on TikTok, then click see more. And then basically you are going to be able to see all of the small businesses, look at their content, look at their profile, see what they're doing right, and then try to replicate it for your own business. And honestly, the most important thing on TikTok is the actual content. You don't have to worry too much about hashtags, but what I would do for hashtags, especially if you're like a small business, is I would definitely include the small business hashtag. And I understand there's probably going to be people who are not going to be happy with TikTok, they don't want to use it, but this is a business. If you're starting a business, this is what it takes. You're going to have to advertise, you need attention, and the attention right now is on TikTok. TikTok right now is an insane opportunity. Anyone can blow up, anyone can get 1 million followers. I always see TikTok accounts that went from 0 to 1 million in literally a month. Now, I just also want to recap on what I was talking about making viral videos on TikTok. So first thing is, make sure you follow the trends. Also, you can copy small business owners and see what kind of videos they're making. Next thing is, make sure you use viral sounds. This is definitely going to help you. And also add relevant hashtags to your things. So basically you can do things like small business or whatever product you're selling. And I personally noticed that shorter videos also do a lot better. So if you can try to make the video under 15 seconds, that will be ideal. Next thing is, you have to be consistent. You have to post daily, because in the beginning, it's honestly hard. Like, you might not get that many views. You might get under 1,000 views. And so until you maybe post 10 or 20 videos, then you'll start picking up more views, but in the beginning it's going to be really slow. Next thing is, if you want, you can incorporate personal branding. So basically you can be a part of the business, show your face and do stuff as well, but if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. Now, last thing I have to say is, please do not give up. This is definitely going to be a grind. There really is no secret to success or blowing up fast. You just have to put in the work. It's going to take time. That's really all I can tell you. So I can provide you with all the tools you need to be successful, but if you don't put in the work, then you're not going to be successful. So make sure you stay patient and you are persistent. And I'll go ahead and show you 2 TikToks that I think are really good that will blow up on your page.
Just can't say goodbye.
I just wanna be appreciated.
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
But there really is not much more I can say about this. I can go on and on about videos, but honestly, it all comes down to you and your creativity.